So this is my 2012 Nissan 370Z. It's the GT edition, which means it has fatter tyres, 275 on the back, 245 on the front. They're also upgraded to a 19-inch alloy as well. So the car is basically on a lot more tyre than the base model. Le Mans Blue, the colour, I genuinely think it's one of the nicest colours I've seen on a car in quite a while. It's absolutely beautiful. Does about 330 brake horsepower, which is ample for the roads of today, I would say. Anything more and it starts to get a little wavy, starts to get a bit Mustang killing pedestrians kind of thing, and anything less kind of is a GT86. So it's in that lovely like range of in between. It's an NAV6, the VQ37 motor, which, what are we in now, 2017? It's now been around for 8 years, or 9 years. Literally daily drove this for 2.5 years nearly now, and it's never once let me down, which is absolutely fantastic. The USB connectivity, it has all that. It has the sat-nav upgrade as well, which means I can do stuff like this.
Navigation, information, audio or help.
Audio.
Audio, please say music box, CD, FM, AM or aux.
FM.
Changing to FM mode.
So yeah, so that pretty much describes that. You have a load of functionality there. Off the top of my head, 3 main rivals. It has the BMW Z4. It also has the Mercedes SLK, which I think kind of is its main rival. The Z4 doesn't have much variety, whereas the SLK does. So you can get it in the diesel engine, you can get it in the 2-litre engine, the 2.5 engine, and then go all out and, you know, get the SLK 55. Oh, is it 63 these days? I'm not sure, but yeah, so it depends on how much you want to spend. But I would say this is a car, you can now pick these up for 15 grand, the 2012 ones. They are absolutely stunning for that money. And the other one is obviously the Porsche Cayman. The Porsche Cayman and the Porsche Boxster, depending if you want the convertible 370 or the hardtop 370. There you go. Cayman is a fantastic car. The only issue that I would say is this being a Nissan, servicing costs are really low compared. Whereas Porsche, you're going to be paying an arm and a leg every time you do probably, what, 12,000 miles? And yeah, so let's go POV and I'll show you exactly what I can see. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so here's the 370Z driving position. As you can see, it's very ergonomic in the way it approaches you as a driver. You have fully customization steering controls, which is pretty good. So you've got the tack straight in front of you, revs up to about 7,500 I think, and at 7,000 you start getting your flickering red light. You got your speedo on the right hand side, this left hand side, which is really nice but really depressing in the same way. So it's really nice in the design layout. You have all like your outside air temperature, your miles per gallon, your actual onboard computer, that all lives on this left hand side. You've got your engine temperature there, and your fuel is done in these dots. Now this does about 25 miles to the gallon, so if you work that out, you're probably looking at about 300 to 350 miles per tank. And then if you divide that by 16, that's how many dots you have. So it's kind of cool and it's kind of depressing at the same time because you lose dots so often. And so you've got your sat nav, you have your time, you've got a battery voltage gauge, which I don't really understand what that's there for. And you've also got your oil temperature, which is a good thing to know because the VQ has had a history of bad oil cooling issues, so it's always good to know what's going on there. So mine at the moment's running about 96, which is perfect. So the layout of the whole thing is pretty good. You've got all your controls here for all that. You can also bring your mirrors in, which is a nice feature. And there we go. It's pretty much set up like any other sports car, as in a good natural driving feel. You also got electric seats that can easily be changed. You've got your heated seats here. You got 6 gears, and you've got the reversing camera on the back. What's not to love? Now, we'll get into the technical terms. So, this car has one of the best features I think I've ever drove with, and it's, for me, I've seen a lot of people say like it takes away the driving feel, but for me, I was okay at heel towing. I'd be in the right ballpark, but Nissan came up with this S mode. So if you ever see this S mode described as sports mode, or it stiffens everything up, I would honestly say stop watching the video right there and right then. That would be the easiest thing to say to you, because obviously they've got the car for a day and they don't really know what it does. So this S mode is called the Nissan Synchro Rev Match mode. Basically it matches your throttle where it needs to be to go in gear. That's the easiest way I could say it. It's absolutely brilliant. It's probably put $20,000 miles extended on my clutch, because it just completely matches. So I'm in 4th at the moment. I'll downshift to 3rd and listen to the revs. I won't touch the accelerator. So it revs up for you, and it pretty much holds it there for a good 4 to 5 seconds, and allows you to then clutch out. Just a really good system. So I'll show it you again. So 4th, 3rd, go to 2nd. So there you go. It's an absolute fantastic piece of kit. It's probably one of the best features of this car, I would say, the one that makes it stand out above everything else. The looks of the car, obviously in the exterior, it's humpy, it's kind of beautiful, it's got a really wide back end, and it's got curves in all the right places. The interior is nice. It's a step up from the 350Z. You've got obviously your leather here, which is nice for your knee to press against on long journeys, and this car has done some long journeys. So from where I am, which is pretty much near Manchester, I've been to London quite a few times, the Harry Potter studio tour being the one that comes to mind often. And it really does pull. This car's fantastic for getting you into trouble, but it's also fantastic for getting you out of trouble. Now, the one downfall that I would probably say of this car is, as you can probably hear, the road noise that this car, obviously because it's got the wider tyres, the road noise of this car is terrible, in all fairness. It's the easiest way to describe it. It's not great. Also, when we come to a slow, I'll show you the transmission noise. That's also really bad. It's a dual mass flywheel, and it's just so goddamn noisy. In all fairness, if you are looking at buying like a 2012 car, I would say the exterior wise, if you can afford it, go for the 2015 Nismo, because that's probably one of the sexiest front bumpers that the 370 is ever going to have. Obviously we're now in the 48th year of the Z, so I think it's next year they're bringing out the 50th anniversary, which I don't think they need to do. I think it's a money grabbing exercise. I think what they really should have been doing is making a new Z for the 50th anniversary and bringing that out as a 50th anniversary, like they did the 2010 40th anniversary edition. So that's it, in all fairness. The transmission noise, get us to like a wall or something and it really bounces off. So if you're ever in like a drive-through in this car, obviously I've daily drove this for 2.5 years, so I know exactly what every sound sounds like. And drive-throughs seem to be the worst. So obviously, because you've got it echoing back off you, off the wall and stuff, it's really quite annoying. But as I say, you just get used to it. You completely do. Okay, so I'll pull over here and show you the transmission noise. So, clutch is in, clutch is out, clutch in, clutch out.